Ladies, it's been great talking to you today. Thanks so much for joining us. St. Catharines resident Darcy Patrick is on a mission to help people of all ages deal with mental health struggles. We welcome the author and public speaker to The Source. Darcy, you have a couple of 4-week workshops coming up. I know you're in one right now in Niagara on the Lake, but let's talk about the next installment, I guess, of The Big Let Go first. What's it all about?
The Big Let Go is based off my fourth book, which is all about, radical acceptance, forgiveness, setting boundaries, and learning to let go of the things that, can control us and hold us back from growing into the people that we're meant to be. So this was kind of a book that I started writing probably about, 4 years ago. And I was, got sidetracked by other books. But because of COVID, I was given the wonderful gift and opportunity to sit down and write for 4 hours a day because I wasn't in school, and finish this book. So shortly after the book was released, I was teaching for the Canadian military, my creative writing for the Mind, Body, and Soul course. And the lady at the end of it said to me, "Hey, tell me about your new book," which just went out to edit. And so I told her about it, and she said, "You're going to be turning this into a class." And being a professional musician, I never turned down a gig. So I said, of course I'm turning it into a class, without even thinking. So the very next day she emailed me and said, when can you start teaching The Big Let Go? So I literally sat down behind my computer and broke down the book into a 6-week course and started teaching immediately. And it hasn't stopped.
You're doing this virtually over Zoom right now.
When this happened, I was teaching in public places. And when COVID came, I was destroyed because, I had months and months of courses lined up and they all just got erased. And I was so hesitant to do the virtual thing, but I had to jump in. And it turns out that it's probably the greatest thing ever, because when I taught for the Canadian military, I taught The Big Let Go to over 85 people. And that's because it was on a nationwide platform like Zoom. So I ended up taking the one thing that I thought was going to be the worst thing and turning it into like a really good thing, being able to reach as many people as I can.
This next session goes May 3rd to 31st, and it's actually part of CMHA York Simcoe region, but people here in Niagara can join in on this, can't they?
Yes, they can. So they can go to my website. I have a registration link, and you can click on that and register, and you'll be able to take part in the classes. The Canadian Mental Health Association in York South Simcoe and Halton have taken on my courses, and it's amazing that they're doing that, because a lot of these Canadian Mental Health Associations don't have any courses lined up. So this is like a really good opportunity for me to reach even more people.
The following month in June, I believe June 3rd, you start another creative writing course through the St. Catharines Public Library.
Yeah, and that's really exciting because when COVID came, I was 2 weeks into teaching it in person, and there was like 50 people in the classroom, and then it got cut off. So now they're up and running with with Zoom. And so she contacted me and she said, let's reboot and start off where we left off. So I was more than happy. So yeah, that starts up in June, and it's going to be spectacular to hopefully reach the same people that I was teaching before.